Hey, in today's video, I'm actually going to do a follow-up of the Corsair Void RGB wireless headset that I reviewed some time ago. Sorry that I've been so absent from recording any videos for you guys, and I have an update on the subscriber giveaway. Okay, so first, the update on the subscriber giveaway. The Illidan Funko Pop that I'm going to give away when we hit 250 subscribers, because I actually have been absent from recording any videos for about, oh my gosh, 2 months maybe. The original goal was 250 subscribers and I give it away. I'm lowering that down to 200. So when we hit 200 subscribers, I will mail that out to a random subscriber. So the Corsair Void wireless RGB headset SE that I reviewed some time ago, which brought a lot of subscribers to the channel, and again, thank you guys. And it also brought a slew of comments. So I did want to do some follow-up. I had a lot of questions asking me how this compared to this and how this compared to that. So of course, I did my homework and I did compare this to several headsets in that price range. The Corsair Void wireless RGB retails at $149.99. So, of course, I compared it across range wired and unwired with headsets in that range, that kind of give or take $30 to $40 range. And there were several people that want to know how it would stack up against, $350 headsets, Pro Edition Sennheisers, lots of things like that. One person even wanted to know how it would stack up against the Razer Tiamat 7.1, which actually has multiple drivers in each cup. Clearly, it's not going to be the same. You're going to get much higher sound quality the more you spend on a headset, generally speaking. Also, with regards to the 7.1, lots of people complaining, well, this 7.1 sounds cheap. Well, if you've ever experienced true 7.1, and I have several times, I actually worked for a high-end electronics retailer, a headset will never replicate true 7.1 surround sound. It's impossible. You cannot replicate 7.1 surround sound with two speakers positioned to the left and right of your head. It's impossible. A lot of things get close to emulating, and a lot of people say, oh, well, this was cheap emulation, or, it's a gimmick. Of course it's a gimmick. Of course it's cheap emulation, because unless you wear a helmet with 7 speakers around your head and maybe a subwoofer on the top of your head, you're not going to get true 7.1 surround sound. There are headsets that do a better job because each driver has to emulate less. For instance, the Razer Tiamat 7.1 does a great job. It has multiple drivers, multiple speakers in each cup. So that's good. If you're looking for true 7.1 in a headset, you're dreaming. If you want true 7.1 when you're gaming, I highly suggest getting a home theater system for your computer. If you happen to be a console gamer, this probably isn't even an issue for you, because if you've got a decent home theater setup, you've got at least 5.1 probably, and you may even have a nice 7.1 or 7.2 system. So there you go. Another question that came up was if I thought the wireless would sound even better than if the wired would sound better than the wireless. If this were an analog headset that connected 3.5 on its wired version, and that this was using, if it was this versus the, the 2.4, the 5.8 gigahertz wireless, and this is going to be true for any headset, yes, the wired would sound better because you're using an analog connection. But when you're talking about a USB headset, and I'm sure I'm going to catch lots of flack for this, but on a USB headset, it is a digital connection. The connection that it uses is using the same bus that the wireless receiver would, because it is using a wireless USB dongle. So, digital to digital versus digital to digital, there's not really going to be any sound difference. So on that note, in my opinion, yes, most regular analog 3.5 millimeter headphone jack headsets are going to sound better than a USB headset. And they're actually going to be more universal because you can plug it into a lot of the consoles and stuff, into like the controllers like PS4 and stuff. So just wanted to follow up some questions that I had, because it seems like a lot of people commenting weren't reading what other people had commented, and so I was having to answer the same question 3 or 4 times, which I absolutely do not mind. I love the almost small micro community that grew up around that one little video. We had dozens and dozens of commenters, and that's beautiful. I love it. Keep questions coming and keep comments coming. So here's the big follow-up, though. Do I still own the Corsair Void RGB wireless special edition headset? No. No, I do not. And it has changed the way I look at certain USB headsets, period. Corsair released the first firmware update for this, and there was probably about a 30% brick ratio. The firmware update would actually stall out as soon as it had wiped the firmware, and you never got new firmware. So it was bricked. Corsair did an awesome job responding to this. They had guys manning their forums, manning their Reddit forums, you know, their little subreddits and everything, absolutely offering RMAs on these headsets. Luckily for me, I was able to return mine to the store I purchased it from, which of course was Best Buy, since I did have the special edition exclusive to Best Buy. So I have successfully exchanged the headset, and you can be looking for an unboxing and a review of the Kingston HyperX Cloud 2 headset. I actually haven't unboxed it yet, so give me just a few days to get to that. Other than that, remember, subscribe if you haven't already. That makes you eligible to be selected for the Funko Pop Illidan. 200 subscribers, I'm going to give that away. Thanks for watching, guys.